Okay, perfect.
Good morning and welcome to A1 Vacuum and Sewing's live stream for Thursday.
Good morning.
You're wearing your jumper.
I'm wearing
your
my
moo-moo.
It's not a moo-moo. It's like overalls, and they're so comfy. I could eat a huge breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and you wouldn't even know. I could wear this.
This is what it's
this
come
could be,
to. You're starting to decide your clothing based upon what you can eat. This is not good.
I like room. I like room in this area, and I could be pregnant and wear this.
I'm sure my mom would be like, it's so nice you can wear your maternity clothes.
She said that to me once. I was just wearing just like a regular dress that I would just wear, and I like things roomy. I do not like tight-fitting stuff. And Patrick's mom's like, and the kids were probably like 8. And she was like, "Oh, it's so nice that you can still."
That's like telling somebody
still wear your maternity clothing.
That's like congratulating somebody and being like, "When are you due?" And they're like, "I'm not due."
I made that mistake one time asking somebody, and I'll never do it again. You just don't ask. You just wonder. Those are inside thoughts. I learned that from Violet and Graydon. Sometimes you just have inside thoughts.
I did get your photo. I haven't done anything with it yet, but I did get your photo. So I'm going to look something up. What do you have to talk about?
Okay, I got an excellent question from Evelyn. She was asking, what does this need to be prepared and prepped, and what design is used for this? So I sent a note to my my rep, being like, okay, so is this an embroidery pattern? Where do we get it? How do we do this? And then she goes, oh, that's just a sewing pattern. She goes, you need to be signed up on Eventbrite. And they're going to send me more information. They had something set up for us for the 26th, which I feel like is a little bit late, but I will be in contact with my Kimberbell rep. And she said you'll get the quilting design. And then she goes, as far as the table topper, that's just a sewing machine. That's just done on the sewing machine. And that was all the information she gave me. I was like, all right. Well, because I want to do it just like this, and I want to have the measurements just like this. I was like, well, is there a sewing pattern or a special ruler that she used? So I'm going to figure it out. I will figure it out, and we'll piece one in the store, or at least we'll start it. Like, we'll do some of those blocks. It just looks scrappy, but every single one of her blocks is... it looks like it's pretty much this. Maybe they're scrappy. I don't know. They all look the same. Maybe it's a paper piece pattern. I have no idea what she did. Maybe it's paper piece. Wouldn't that be fun? So I will figure out what it is. I'm gonna look that up, because this looks to me like it could be paper pieced. And if there's a template, maybe we can print it out, and then we can all stitch it out together. Wouldn't that be so much fun? Do something a little bit different. So I will find out. I just emailed my rep back again just to see what was up with this, and I will let you know.
So the theme of the summer is clearance.
People have been taking advantage of the clearance section.
Yes. So we have a big overstock of Baby Lock Lyric sewing machines. Do you think we could film a Lyric demo?
Yeah.
Like a little 10 or 15 minute
Sure.
Lyric demo? So right now on our deals page, and it's really not supposed to be this way, so I may take it down, but the Lyric, which is normally $24.99, and I think there's a national deal on the Lyric for like $19.99.99. It's on our website right now for $12.50. 50% off. And the reason that I am doing that is I need to clear out
We have a lot of them.
a number of machines. So, oh shoot. He rang our doorbell. So, in any case, we could, I'm going to sell the units I have in stock for that price. So if anybody's looking for, it's a beautiful machine. You've got directional sewing. It comes with an extension table.
It comes with the extension table for sure.
The Lyric does, yes.
Nice. And the extension table alone is
normally
$150 bucks.
So
Yeah, so it's going to come with it.
But I mean, this is kind of a crazy deal. Like it's almost a break-even deal, but I've been sitting on these machines for a number of months. Like this was one of the machines that we couldn't keep in stock for a really long time. And hey, will you go talk to him and ask him, hang on, go live.
What does he need?
Let me see. I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Sorry.
Because he definitely needs something.
And the kids are home.
And the kids
are home,
the
but they're
door.
not answering the door because they can't stop sleeping.
I'll call Pat and figure out what he's looking for.
Okay.
So so in any case, we will film. No, it is not. That would be a crazy deal. This is a
it's the equivalent of the
BQ
950.
3100 is more like, I've got to take this call.
It's
It's
the
more like
$950.
$7,000. It's the BQ 950. I got to take this call.
Yeah, so the BQ 950, let me just make sure that's right. So if you're looking, if you're looking for the equivalent, the Lyric is going to be equivalent to the Brother BQ 950, which I love the 950. It gets you into, I think Patrick mentioned it, but it gets you into directional sewing. So you can sew left and right, which isn't a feature. I always tell people it's not a feature I use all the time, but what I absolutely love about it is that it gives you the ability to do big stitches. Because for a while I was a Janome girl and you had a 9mm foot, meaning the hole in your foot was 9mm. So when I switched back to Baby Lock and Brother and I went back to a 7mm foot, I thought, oh, I'm giving up 2mm. What I didn't think about was I was gaining so much more because the directional sewing moves the fabric underneath the foot. You have some stitches that are like 20mm, like so much more, like almost 3 times as big, because it moves the fabric around to do some of those larger stitches. And there's like stitches in there that are like quilting stitches that you can use if you're not great at free motion quilting, that you can do on the machine. So I will do a demo. It's easy. So it's easy to sew on labels. Is it easy to sew on labels? I don't know. What kind of labels are we talking about? I think so. But I think it would be easy to sew labels on like all the machines. But directional sewing. Yeah. So if you were sewing on labels, instead of having to pivot, you could just go sew left, sew down, sew right, sew up. And yes, I get what you're saying right now. Yeah, labels, Velcro. If you were like in the middle of a big, huge quilt, instead of taking your fabric and swinging it all the way around, you could just, do your top stitching or your stitch in the ditch just like that. Does it come with a 1/4 inch foot? I can't say for sure. I can't say for sure, but we sell the 1/4 inch foot here, the baby lock 1/4 inch foot, the brother 1/4 inch foot. I usually sell it a la carte because it's $10, or else you can buy it in the packaging, which is $15.99. So very affordable to add that 1/4 inch foot. I'm pretty sure it comes with it. I would just go on. Wait, lyric. But if you've been looking for a second machine, if you need a travel machine, you're going to have 8 inches of throat space, which is really, really nice. And it gets you into some of those high-end features like the cut button, the directional sewing. I'm just trying to think. The amazing threader on it. Just a lot of great, great features. It's in that midline range where it goes like the Presto, the Brilliant, the Lyric, and the Soprano. Yeah, so it is it's second from the top in that midline range. So and a great, great deal. So, and you get classes with that machine. Even if you're not here in town, you get classes with it. So you get a get to know your machine class, and then you're also going to get an accessory class, and those are fantastic. Good morning. I'm trying to think of what else we had to share with you. I don't even know. Do we have anything like exciting to share today? Oh, Michelle has something exciting to share.
What?
Oh no, we're going to share that with you tomorrow. She's like, what? I know we just talked about it. And she was like, we're going to do it tomorrow. We're going to be hosting another dime event. I think the last one was pretty great.
I love the last one. Actually, I bought the software. That's how much.
Michelle got the software from the last one.
Yeah, because I really could see a need that I could use it. And this one, I think, if you went to the last one.
I don't know if they can hear you.
This one's going to. If they went to the last one, this one's going to kind of light their fire.
Did you hear that? This one's going to light your fire. So, and this one is it Quilt As You Go? The one that's coming up, I'm pretty sure, is going to be Quilt As You Go. And who doesn't want to do Quilt As You Go? Sometimes it's just easier to like manage all that fabric without having to deal with everything all at once. And so this gives you the ability to work in like smaller pieces.
So that's totally one of those scenarios where
I think I ordered this.
you know the statement, if you want something done right, you do it yourself. So
did you have to do something yourself, babe?
Well, I've asked the kids to deal with the
Our kids?
credit union for like how many weeks
Yes.
now? And so they've never done it. And the reality is
Teenagers.
no, it's less teenagers.
What? Just our kids?
Well, Violet is like, I'm not going to do it because I do everything and Kai needs to handle this one.
True.
But the challenge with that is, and I asked her to do it, and quite frankly, I feel like she would have been able to do it.
And then Kai just refuses.
Well, but Kai is like, I'm so busy. And then he's playing video games. But Kai has a list of things that he does, but then he starts to like freak out and panic.
What are we going to do? Is he going to be successful in college? What's going to happen?
He'll be fine.
Will he be able
But
to
I
take
wish he
care
had
of
been part
himself?
of that call because, sometimes you call somebody and there's a roadblock and somebody tells you. And for Kai, I think he's just so uncomfortable with those conversations that as soon as somebody's like, no, he's like, okay. He hangs up. It's the opportunity to get out of what he considers uncomfortable. And then no news on the OESD event. The guy canceled his meeting with me the Friday before we left. I've not had a chance to reschedule that meeting. As soon as there is news, I will tell you. Stop asking.
No, you keep asking.
The event is happening. I will get it done. Need to have time to get it done. But But that was literally a scenario where all that you had to do to get what we wanted them to get was to ask.
We're trying to open up. Is it a credit card?
Well, I
account?
literally was just like, this doesn't make any sense to me. I've opened up like 1 million online accounts. So I need to understand why you're not allowing them to open the account so we can address it without them being present. Because how many kids have you opened accounts for, you know, that are moving from New York or whatever? So it was like, yeah, Kai he's got all of Jeannie's stuff, but then he's got my intensity with all that stuff.
All my stress with Patrick's intensity. So it's like with the intensity of 1 million suns.
And so
Yeah.
it's like,
Poor guy.
but you know, it's one of those things where now I feel bad because, you know, it just took asking somebody and they're like, well, you know, we couldn't do it for this, and this reason. And I go, that doesn't make sense to me. I want you to run this up the chain and figure out what's actually going on and what we need to do to address these issues so we can get these accounts open. And it's not one more thing that we have to deal with when we're there, and we can transition the kids to handling their own accounts and all that stuff. And, but now that it's done, I feel bad because it would have been a learning moment for Kai to see that sometimes you just need to ask the right questions.
Well, you can just explain that to him.
Right. But then that doesn't change him. You know, it is what it is. But, you know, this parenting thing.
What about this parenting
Well,
thing?
just that. Like, you know, nobody tells you how it's supposed to be. Everybody has an opinion.
Well, and it's going to be different for everyone because all our kids are different and all of us are different. And
Well, and it's funny because I literally feel like if Violet would have just done what I'd asked her to do, she would have done it. Like, because Violet, if I'm like, you know, this doesn't make any sense, Violet, the fact that they wouldn't open these accounts for you. So we just need to figure out why and what we need to do to address their concerns. Like, Violet would have the ability to do that.
yeah, it is different, right? Than like experiencing. And then it's like a little victory too, right?
Right.
And it gives you a little bit of confidence. Maybe we shouldn't tell him. Or did you already open them?
I haven't told them yet. And I was like, you have to get this done today. But at the first
Look at you, made
sign
her feel
of
bad.
pushback, oh, she had already said that before I said
Okay.
that. So I was just
They grow
ribbing
out of
Marlene.
it. You know what? I thought, like, I used to call Patrick freaking out all the time because when you have kids, or for me, even with the dogs, I get stuck in the moment. So when they're 2, I'm stuck in the moment that this is how they're always
Oh
going to
my
be.
God, this is awful. What are we going to do?
And then they grow up, and then
And this too shall pass.
it's really hard for me.
Kyle be fine. Kyle be fine. But like, it's one of those experiences where I'm just like, I've waited for weeks for them to get this done. And I'm finally like, I'm just going to make the call on the way to work. And,
That is the nice thing, right, Lynn, about getting older is I feel like you do, hopefully, you do learn and gain some perspective, right? And
well, and Kai is like, you know, for Kai, these things create anxiety for Kai.
which is probably why he hasn't done
So
it.
for Kai, like, as soon as there's an excuse, like, I tried, it didn't work, I'm out, that's kind of what he does. Although it's funny because when I asked my daughter to do it while Kai was gone, she was like, I listened to the call and the guy was very clear
Yeah.
about the fact that this wasn't going to happen. And you know, I just should have had Kai on the call with me, right? Hindsight's 2020.
No,
I should have just
but
had Kai call
It
with
hasn't
me
been
so he
it
could
hasn't been
see.
set up so you can have him do it and then finish the
No, there's a very clear course of action to open the accounts, and it's very simple.
Okay. Okay. Are those all Kimberbell? Okay, so those are, my back hurts so bad. Those are Kimberbell kits back there in that mound. I think almost everyone's have been shipped out, and like I said, I'm getting 10 more of the Winter Wonderland ones. So if you need it, let me know. Cindy West, I have you down. Miss Nancy Oslander, and then Patricia, yours is all set. And I have a list. I have a list on my computer. So I think I probably have like 5 left. I should just put them up at this point, right? Because not everyone watches this, and some people are just doing a search. So let me go ahead and put those up. I do have some updates. Patrick and I stayed. So this week, Everett's Cottage, done. They're all shipped out.
Uno
we did
lights.
Uno lamps. We did that last night. Done. They're all shipped out. Oh, well, there's a couple that, like, I'm waiting for something else to put with it. Falling into autumn. I was waiting for a couple more of the thread kits, which I should have on Friday. So, because those were ordered a while ago. And then, I'm going to have some more of the fabric kits on Friday, as well as the beginning of next week. So some of you are going to have to wait until the very beginning of next week. Then those will be done and sent out to you. I have enough of the confetti kits. We're going to be working on that today. And then as well as the little snack bags. What else? A bunch of people have been ordering Twilight. You should get it. If you don't have it, oh, you know what? The pillow's way up there. Twilight Boulevard is the Halloween one. It's this right here. But the pillow itself is like the big bench pillow. And we have fabric kits. I did have to order some more of the designs and some more of the embellishment kits.
This one, Jeannie?
Yeah, can you get it? Do you hear Michelle with her claw?
I love my grabber.
Everyone needs a grabber, right?
I can be so tall with the grabber.
I love this pillow. This is a big bite. Like these, it's kind of like Main Street Celebration if you did that one. But this is Boulevard. Isn't it cute? You know what? This one was like before the quilting designs.
You need to turn the lights on.
I don't even know if I think the battery went dead. I think I like left it on. Yeah. Oh, did you see that? It like barely flickered.
It like flickered.
Okay. This pillow was before they had the quilting designs. You don't always have to buy the quilting designs. That's kind of good to talk about. I did this one on IQ Designer. So you see how I just stippled the background and around the embroideries? So this was done with IQ Designer. And it doesn't have like the cute little Halloween stuff, but who cares? Like sometimes it's nice to just stipple. The design in the border, isn't that cute? You want to get the embellishment kit because it has all that specialty material, like that little quilt that's hanging up. Aren't these adorable? And these houses, this is, see the tree? That's the one I put on the little bat pillow. And that house too, because some of you are newer to Kimberbell. So you didn't do this project, but it's one of the ones you should do. This is like one of the cutest pillows. So again, I did the stippling on IQ Designer or Design Center. I can't remember which one I did it on. And if you look at the quilting that's up here on the top that says Boo, that was from Anita Good. That was Anita Good. She's got a quilting bundle. I can't remember what it's called, but it has all different themes, all different things. So that was like
Something Frenzy.
Is it Quilting Frenzy? What is it called?
Yeah. It has all different
Yeah. So and I just like I think I had to do 3 of them. They have all different sizes, kind of like clear blue tiles. So I just stitched that 3 times and then I was done. Right? And I did all the stitching beforehand and then added the stippling.
The pillow does have lights.
Yeah, they're
but
just
the lights have no battery.
They're dead. I'm sure I went home one night and left them on, and then that was it. So, but they have the battery. They have those little like coin batteries in it. And I have the fabric kits. We cut them. So they don't make the fabric kits anymore. We have them cut at the store. Oh, and the cording. Yes. April's bringing up the cording. Is that so cute? On the serger. So we did that at a class, as a class, and it makes it. And I always do a scrappy back. So I use all the leftover fabric because it gets annoying to me to have all those little pieces, and I don't want to throw them out because I hoard.
Would you mind
So this
checking
is
in?
the back is all the leftovers,
Bye.
and then again the cording. Yes, thank you for noticing that, April. Doesn't it makes the pillow? You never, okay, Lynn, you are a finisher. I'm amazed to hear that you didn't finish this one. You should get it out. Or
That was a big bite. Like, this took you a long time, and the film that we did for this was like 16 hours, 17 hours.
It was probably a lot.
And like, there was stuff that was done twice because, like, she'd miss a step or something like that. So this was a huge effort.
Lynn, you could just stop with those 3 blocks. Just use those 3 blocks and make like a little mini pillow.
Yeah, if you look on the website, you can purchase Twilight Boulevard, and I can share it with you.
Yeah, I did it like this. It's not going to have the background quilting. So if you want to learn how to do stippling with IQ Designer around your embroideries, that's how I did this pillow. So it's not going to have the, like I said, the traditional background quilting, and you don't have to always get that background quilting. And feel be okay with just reusing some of the designs. You could use stuff from Candy Corn Quilt Shop if you wanted. Piping, I can't remember if piping is not included in the Kimberbell instructions. That's something that I do on the serger. And we've done a class. I can always send you the class. I think the class was like $15 or $20, and I can send it to you. You need a 5mm cording foot. When will the New Brother products be announced? Will you be at the event?
New Brother products will be announced the second week in August.
Yeah, so Back to Business is the second week in August. And I will not be at the event because that is going to be the weekend we drop the kids off at college. I will be at, well, I got to get registered for my classes. I will be at, I have everything ready to go for, I'll be at the Baby Lock event. So, and we will let you know.
Although I'm sure we're going to be virtually watching the brother stuff.
Yeah, Alice, I do have that. You can purchase the, this class, you can purchase it done with the stippling and how I did the boo. I filmed all of that. Did you ever do the class for this sewing piping?
No, you do the adding piping with your serger.
I never did that. Hey, Michelle,
Yes.
can you add that to your amazing list of things to do?
Sewing piping on what?
Just creating, like, you know how I did this? Maybe just do a square pillow with the piping, making the piping on the sewing machine. Maybe do the same pillow I did, a 16-inch pillow, but on the sewing machine. Okay. We're putting it in the queue. What are the confetti quilts? The confetti quilts, they're these wonderful quilts that are sold out, but Graydon's going to cut. Can you do 12 more?
Same color?
Yeah. So they're these gorgeous quilts, and this is the project that Kim is not stitching this out. She's going to have hers, I'm pretty sure, pre-done, and then she's going to be doing, I think, the quilting on it. I think. I'm trying to confirm. So this kit has the fabric that you're going to need to make this little confetti topper. There are no instructions, so I'm working on that too. They said it's just a sewing project, and there are no instructions. So I'm going to work on...
like, did they give you a cut list?
They gave me a cut list.
But they didn't tell you how to piece it together?
No.
How does that make sense?
I don't know, but we're going to figure it out. And before that date, we'll do a little sew along, and we'll make it. And I think, at the very least, I think I could put together a paper piecing, like this little paper piecing pattern. I think we should paper piece. That means you need your add a quarter ruler. And so I got to get on it. I'll get on it. I'm working on it today. I sent her.
Oh my God, add it to the list.
I sent her a note and I was like, can we have a little guidance? Just like a little. Just give me a little springboard and I can go from there. So, isn't she showing the technique? I think she's going to show clear blue tiles. I do not think she is showing how to put this together. So I want to have it put together with you before that. Can I get one of the Kimberbell event kits? That's Miss LaDonna, right? LaDonna, I'm going to put you down. I can get you the Winter Wonderland one. So Winter Wonderland I can get for you, and they said we would have them in time to send them out to you. Right, LaDonna? You're Lady Fair? LaDonna. Winter Wonderland.
Yes.
Got it. Okay. Do you have anything else to talk about? I have so much to do.
No, I'm going to try to get out of here at a reasonable hour this afternoon.
I wouldn't let him go yesterday.
Well, and I ended up saying we had stuff to do at home though too. It's amazing how there's a life outside of the store.
There is no life outside the store. This is my life.
So and then I will not be here the Saturday following this week. We have some stuff that we're dealing with for the kids in Utah that I need to be in Utah for. So,
I love Utah. I love it.
Utah's pretty awesome.
Utah's such a great state. I didn't know any of this when I, being from back east, I love Washington State. I did not know how gorgeous it is.
The West is the best.
I know.
No offense, East Coast ladies. You got nothing. That compares to what I'm like, look at the trees. It's pretty for a couple of months. And then it's allergies.
People have allergies here too.
Yeah. No, that's obviously just
what about
my
putting
preference.
together
That's
like a
entirely
string quilt?
subjective.
Is that what they call it? I don't know. Is that where you like lay it down and then you like trim and then you lay another piece down and then you lay another piece down and another piece, another piece, another piece? Maybe we'll come up. You know what?
You could almost do it like you do your scrappy backs.
Yeah, we're friends just stitching together. Maybe we could come up with
That
something.
would actually be super fun, wouldn't it? Maybe it's a little like not competition, that's the wrong word, but like what do we call that when we do like
I don't even remember because we haven't done it in so long.
You know what I'm talking about though? Like let's see what happens. Like show us your technique. How was it done and how did you piece this whole thing together?
Like we'll do a little like maybe they
and then
could
we'll
give
let
us
the
the
ladies
parameters.
choose who wins. And we'll have a prize. How does this sound like fun, ladies, or does this sound like stressful?
Oh, falling into autumn. Yeah, what do we call it? We used to call them. Do we call them sew-alongs? A challenge.
A challenge.
We call them a challenge.
A sew-along challenge. How about that?
Should we make a sew-along challenge for us to create our own scrappy toppers? And then I know the middle here is 17 inches. No, they don't even give you any guidelines. So the center is 9 by 11. That's like, it's fat 16ths. And then we have to make like a scrappy border. We can make a challenge. Does that sound like fun?
That sounds like fun.
Screw them. We're going to do our own thing.
There you go. Nice.
But do people, some people don't want to do that. Did we do something wrong? Here, take them. I don't understand why you can't find it buried underneath this stuff, this mountain of stuff.
Don't you know how to look for stuff in
Yeah.
the store?
Don't you understand how to survive at A1 Vacuum and Sewing?
Hey, so one other clearance
Okay,
item.
look
Hang
at,
on,
they
hang
want to
on.
make it a challenge.
All right. Done.
We're doing it as a challenge then. Let's give you parameters though, because maybe it looks like her center is square. So let's put this together. I'm going to think about it tonight and get you your kits. And then, so this looks like square, which means it would be 9 inches by 9 inches, and it'd really be smaller than that because you have your 1/4 inch seam. And then the outside border would have to be. Are those going to be 4.5 inch squares? Like, you know what I mean? I would be much more organized. It would be Lynn.
At the cost,
I don't know about
at the
that.
cost
Yeah,
to
I
my
don't know.
family.
You're giving me too much credit. Okay, look at everyone wants to do a challenge. I like the pattern on the sample.
Can we send you an invoice for the Winter Wonderland Kimberbell kit? We can send her.
Yes.
So
Who?
we'll
Oh,
send
LaDonna?
you like a QR code.
LaDonna?
We'll send you a QR code.
No,
through our
because I've been
POS.
sending them a special. I've been creating special orders for people. Is that LaDonna? Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna do that right now. We're gonna do a challenge. Let me think about it and marinate on it. And what you've got.
And let's
in your...
also hear if there's any guidance from
It's
them
gonna
at
be
all.
so much fun, and then we're gonna have a prize.
Can Jeannie win?
No. And then you know what? We'll set up a day where we work on it too.
Okay.
LaDonna. Patrick's
So
gonna talk to you while I'm doing your
somebody
thing.
actually asked about these on the live stream the other day, and I was sure that I had some, and I went digging, and I found out I had more than some. So this is the brother specific, and I actually think I have some of the baby lock ones as well, but like I need to dig through the stork. Part of what we're doing right now with clearancing and moving stuff is like we are trying to
We're trying to pay out Jeannie's credit card
yeah,
bill
that's part of it
from
too.
last month. We're trying to pay that off.
Yeah, that's actually the truth. So, but I have had these hoops for some time. I ordered a number of them when they came out last September, and then things were just crazy busy through the holiday, and we never really did much with them. Yes, this is a 5x7 brother magnetic frame. So like the brother magnetic frames, it has 6 magnets. So positioning in these hoops is a breeze. Some might call them prohibitively expensive.
Ooh.
So they
He's
are.
Patrick has such a. I know that's not like a huge word, but he's got such a great vocabulary, don't you, babe?
Especially with swear words. I'm a swear word magician. I can work one in where you
I've got those swear words in Italian.
where you don't even expect it, and then
Yeah.
bam, swear
You
word.
don't even
No.
know there's an opportunity for one of those.
So the retail's $4.99. There's a national deal. So if you look on websites right now, you'll see these for $2.99. I have 4 that I'm aware of.
Oh my God.
What?
I never thought about that. So, Deanna said it'll be a game changer for tiling scenes. I feel like it is a pain to hoop for tiling scenes
With
when you're
the
using
5x7.
when you're using that heavy tearaway. Like, I don't know. I almost shred it. So I have 2 5x7 hoops. That's a great idea. Like I never
Are
thought
you
about
taking
that.
one of these then?
Well, I mean, do we have a one for the multi-needle? Because, like, I think that I never thought about that, Deanna. That sounds like an amazing.
So this will work on any machine that takes a 5x7 hoop.
Are they bitey? I don't think. You know why you're getting bit? When people use snap hoops, what they do is they lower it slowly, and the top hoop whoop, comes up and gets you, and you're not expecting it. So if you're using the snap hoops, go about here and just drop it. Like, don't get too close, just drop it, and then, like, pull out all your wrinkles and everything. Don't go slow, because that bottom hoop is going to get you.
So Deanna, who made me aware of how many I had of these, because I
Thank you,
sold
Deanna.
one and sent it to Deanna.
this not up here?
I've got 4 of them. I will sell for $179.
What are vehicle parts?
That's a crazy deal. So,
You have 4 of them, and how much are they?
they're normally, well, they're supposed to be $4.99. There's a national deal at $2.99. I'm gonna do them. Did I say 179?
You did.
So
Why don't you get me one?
the first 4 people to reach out can have these at 179,
That's a great deal.
which is a crazy deal. So
Are they
all right.
even?
So hang on.
Marlene, LaDonna, oh, and Margie. So thank you for that. That makes sense.
So Margie, Marlene, and LaDonna, and they are 5x7.
So we're doing Margie.
Let me see how many I have. So
Wait,
write
so
this
do you
down.
not have all of those?
Well,
Margie?
no. I think I have.
Marlene.
I know I have 4. Let me see if I have 5.
Shelly. Shelly. Okay, I have 4. We're going to check and see if we have that 5th one. And if we have the 5th one, Anetta. And 5x7. I thought we had other sizes too, Patrick.
I have.
Do we have like... LaDonna, I'm putting your thing up right now, and for some reason, it's just not loading. Did I, like, miss... LaDonna, I
So I only have
love you.
4. and I
You're the
believe they are
one-
spoken
The
for.
one for me. I think we're all spoken for.
But I'm gonna be walking around the store
We're gonna be walking
every
around
day.
the store.
I'm gonna be walking around the store. What other sizes will fit your Stell Air?
Oh my God, we're gonna be walking around the store.
So these are spoken for.
Okay, I'm gonna send you very special invoices. I'll send you a link because now we have to add LaDonna's kit plus kit, her Winter Wonderland kit. So we'll create a special link for you.
So Margie, have we done business with you? Will you look just to see if she's done any online business with us?
Yeah, Margie has.
Okay, so Margie, I'll reach out to you because that's a price that I can't publish. P.S. By the way,
That's
if
a
you're,
super special price.
If you're
Was it
watching this,
179?
yeah.
Okay, keep talking to him.
If you are interested in those lyrics, that price is below map. I'm really not allowed to advertise that price, so I'm going to take it down tomorrow. Now, if you're seeing this, because a lot of people watch these late, and that price is no longer on my website, call the store, 775-852-2323, and we'll get that taken care of. And then last but not least, don't you feel like we should talk about the LB 5000?
What's the LB 5000?
Like the little 4x4.
Sure, what do you want to say about it?
So there's a machine called the Brother LB 5000.
5x7 magnetic.
It's a clearance item.
Another clearance
It's a
item.
clearance item. Maybe we should talk about it tomorrow.
Let's
and
talk
I'll pull
about it
one out of the
tomorrow.
box. But that LB 5000, which is normally $799, at a customer in the store yesterday, Brother's clearancing the machine. I saw it on Walmart for $299. I'm going to sell them for $279. So I am going to, on the 8x12 baby lock hoop. Yeah, like I've got the 8x12s at What price?
$79.99.
At $79.99. So, but did you get one during the Christmas deal, Alice?
Are we
I can't
talking just the
remember.
regular, just like the like putty gray tan color?
Yeah, I need to look, Deanna, because I think in these hoops there's a 7x13. I need to confirm that that's going to fit a Stellaire. A 6x10. They don't make this hoop in a 6x10, but the 7x13 would fit your machine. I'll make you a good deal on that hoop. I don't have them in the store, so I'm not clearancing them. But Asuli, if you want that, just give me a call and I can give you a price. And we'll reach out to the ladies that got these frames to get these frames set up and ready for you.
I'm creating your special list right now. Your special listing.
And then tomorrow we'll talk more about that Brother LB 5000, because I think I've got 5 or 6 of them. And we're gonna clearance them at $279, and it's kind of a crazy deal.
And if you want it now, just email.
Yeah,
us.
you can just email.
It's like the Verve. It's the same as the Verve, right?
Yeah, it's that like same format.
I know a lot of you had this machine. Remember the Sophia? And the Sophia's evolved, and it's gotten better. And this is cheaper than what I paid for. I paid when I bought my Sophia.
No, I almost choked when I saw the Walmart price yesterday.
He's like, I was like.
No, because she was. I had talked to her about buying the machine for $324, because the best price that I had seen online. At some point, when Brother is clearancing a machine, they remove protection, and what that means is they end the map pricing, meaning you can advertise it for whatever you want. When I saw it at Walmart for $299, I'm like, I gotta beat that price. She had already committed to the machine for $324, so $324.99. So $279 is a crazy deal for this machine. Like, I sell mechanical machines for $369, so it's a crazy deal. Good for grandkids to learn on, absolutely. I've got to get to work. I've got to get some cash in the register and get ready to go. I'm hoping to reschedule my appointment with the gentleman from the convention center. So we'll get going. Hey, Jeannie. Shirley's asking if you ever got her pink leather.
Ooh, good. I will deal with that, Shirley. See, sometimes I need reminders. I never forget on purpose. Pink leather. And then
right,
Heather, I have your hoop too. Heather, 8x8. 8x8 hoop. And then it is great to learn on. So what I was talking about, I can ship them all together. Margie, because I didn't get to send out the confetti kits last night because we were finishing up the duos, and then Patrick made me leave. He's like, you have 15 minutes. And I was like cutting boxes and slamming everything together. Not slamming, your stuff's all fine. Putting everything, taping everything up, looking at the clock, working really fast. I'm going to do that again. As soon as this is over, you're going to see me go into warp speed. But Shirley, I will deal with your leather. Heather, I will deal with your 8x8 hoop. And yes, that Verve, I was telling the story. That was my first embroidery machine, was the Sophia. And I came in, and when I saw it, I was like, I'd never bought nice stuff. I was a thrift store shopper, got my first 2 machines used I got those used. When I bought my first kind of real machine, I got it on eBay. It lasted 2 years because the computer went out on it. So when I got my Sophia, my first embroidery, I bought the cheapest entry level. Let's check it out and see if you like it. And I loved it, and I outgrew it immediately because it has a 4x4 hoop for embroidery. But That is the sewing machine I kept the longest. Because as I upgraded and, did my painful upgrade, because I did like every little machine because I just couldn't stomach spending all that money. I kept that because it became my travel machine. And so I just took it with me. And then if somebody wanted to borrow a machine or somebody sewed with me, I had that extra machine. I loved it. The machine that Patrick's talking about is so much better than the Sophia, because if you had the Sophia, it had a little pixelated screen, so you couldn't really tell what design you were stitching out. This has a color screen, really easy to combine. It's just 10 times the machine, and at that price, it's cheaper. I want to say I paid $349 for my Sophia when I got it. So that was like 15 years ago. 16 years ago, because I got it when my kids were 2. And this is so much. I feel like I need to call people that I know to have them get the machine. So if you want it, reach out. Like, just give us a call. The hoop, it's tiny, 4x4. So yeah, I did a ton of like monster pouches in it because it was like 4x4. But like I said, I did outgrow it quickly, and I moved on to a whopping 5x7. And then I bought a used machine. And then I bought a new machine and a used machine and a multi-needle. And you know how it works. Anyways, LaDonna, that was so fast. I'll give that to Patrick. And I think we're good. We will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's giveaway day too. And I'm putting it on my list. We're going to work on the challenge. So forget it. We're going to do our own thing. We're going to make them amazing. I can't wait to see what you come up with. We'll do a little prize. And what I'd like to do is maybe have those, maybe our hard stop date will be the 26th. And I'm just thinking this out in my head. But the 26th, which will be 3 days before the event, that way you have like a little deadline. It'll make you get it done. You know, deadlines make me get things done. Oh, I did want to talk to you about falling into autumn. I cannot do next Monday. So what I was thinking is my day's wide open. We're going to do next Wednesday because I don't want to push it off too far. I think we'll start at 11. So I'm going to add that to the calendar, and I will send out a note. We are going to do Falling into Autumn. We're going to do it. Our sew along is going to be next Wednesday. We're doing section 1 and 3 is our home. We're doing section 2. We're going to work on section 2. So and it's going to be a live feed. And let's do 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And I'll send a note out. Do you do virtual classes, Susan? That's all we do. We do some in the store, but mostly they're new user classes. That's what it's called, right? You're a new user. We do those in the store. Everything else these days is virtual. So you can be anywhere, and you can join A1 for our sew-alongs, which are just friends stitching together. Because, I wouldn't call it you learning from me, because half the time I'm learning for you. Are you still putting it? Some of you may not have gotten hide shoes. With the dual lamps, I made the boxes, I basically just wrapped it in cardboard, so there wasn't room. So you may or may not have, and then sometimes I forget. Sometimes I'm like taping it and I'm like, but I did. I bought a big, huge bag. I bought 3 bags. So I want to say yes, I'm still putting them in, but sometimes I forget. So I'll try and remember. Awesome. Have a great day. Be creative. Make something incredible. I've got my list of stuff to do, and we will see you tomorrow. Oh, you were missing it, Asuli. Were you excited about it? I'm so sorry. I will try and remember. We'll see you later.